The International Criminal Court claims there are reasonable grounds to believe war crimes have been committed in Ukraine. It comes after Russia announced the partial mobilisation of troops and has threatened to use nuclear weapons. Joining me now live is co-chair of the Australian Federation of Ukrainian Organisations, Stefan Romaniw. Stefan, thank you very much for joining us. What will be the impact of reservist mobilisation? Will it escalate the threat already in Ukraine?
Good morning. Look, I think Putin's sabre-rattling and his reckless approach to international standards is now being condemned, has been condemned for a long time. He's now talking about not only 300,000, he's talking about 1 million, he's talking about nuclear weapons and so on. There are three statements that resonate with me over this whole issue over the last couple of days. And the first one is Penny Wong, and then supported by Simon Birmingham, that Russia alone is responsible for this illegal and immoral war. And the only way it's going to change is if Russia withdraws out of Ukraine. We saw Lavrov walking out of the Security Council again. The foreign minister, the UK foreign minister, who said that Russia doesn't want to hear collective condemnation, so we take no responsibility. And the third comment is one that our ambassador made the other day when the question of the whole nuclear issue arose. And the question was, well, if he does that, will there be tit for tat from the West? And I think the ambassador's comment, there would be no tit for tat because there'd be no world left. This is a time now where the world, whilst we've been supporting, we've had international support, we have the UN speaking about these things, demanding. It is now time for the world to come more closely together to make sure that a number of things happen. One, we need that military aid, and we call on the Australian government and international community to give Ukraine the military aid it needs. Secondly, on the issue of the war crimes, you know, you just showed us the pictures of the grand final. That is normal life. I mean, why can't Ukraine have normal life? We have these mass murders. We have the torture. We have the international court saying we need to investigate. Yes, not only do we need to investigate, but at the same time, we need to bring people to responsibility. And if never, now is the time to state that Russia is a terrorist state. Putin is now totally out of control. He's humiliated, he's losing, and again, he's trying to blackmail the world. And what's he doing? He's trying to buy time. So I think the international community coming together at the UN is a very, very strong message. Lavrov walking out. And this is the same people you want to invite to the G20 who won't listen to the international community, won't even listen to the condemnation and just walk out. And not only that, but if you listen to Lavrov and the Russian ambassador here in Australia, they pretend that this whole issue started with Ukraine. Even the concept of having a referendum in somebody else's country. I mean, it's ludicrous. And I think the last couple of days have shown he's out of control. The world really needs now. You know, we're 193 countries who wanted to hear to Zelensky. He's got a 5-point plan. We ought to support that 5-point plan. And as Penny Wong said, the only way to deal with this is for Russia to leave Ukrainian soil and stop trying to impose a different sovereignty in terms of Ukraine.